Hey folks, welcome back to Misty and Ike, a daily pop culture podcast, produced by Brickyard Media Group. And now here's your hosts, Misty Roberts and Isaac Heckert. And in 3, 2, 1. Happy Friday.
It's my favorite Friday of all Fridays.
It is, because today is your namesake.
It's my namesake day.
Yep. Do you want to explain that? Do people know? Do you want people to know what it is?
Well, yeah, I mean, we tagged myself in all the things, and that it says Martini.
Oh, that's right. We used to have your Instagram handle on there.
So
Martini Misty.
Yeah, I love a good martini. Today is World Martini Day.
Yep.
When I was about 17 years old.
When I was 17.
I went to go see this concert at a small club, and it was this complete, total, like, at the time, fairly underground band. And it had a chick lead singer, and she was just such a freaking badass.
VA.
And in the front of the club was a little bar, and it was a little martini bar at the time.
Oh.
And I was standing there because I was going to order soda because I was 17. And the lead singer from the band walked up next to me and started talking to me. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And she offered to buy me a drink. And I said, yeah, that'd be great. And she was like, what would you like?
No way.
And I said, a martini, because I didn't know any better.
Right.
Because I was a dumb kid. And that's the only thing I had ever really heard of was martinis.
That's funny.
And she bought me a martini, and that band was Garbage, and she was Shirley Manson, and I was 17, and it was the start of like AOL chat. So I named myself Martini Misty.
And just to clarify for some of our younger audience.
AOL chat was the original iMessage.
Well, I was going to go with
messages.
When she said that band was Garbage, that's the literal,
literal name of the band, in
band.
case you don't know.
They're an amazing band.
They actually are making a pretty decent sized comeback.
Yeah.
They just announced a big tour yesterday with Alanis Morissette.
Their name is Garbage. Their music is the opposite of Garbage. It's awesome.
Stupid Girl and Only Happy When It Rains.
I'm only happy when it rains.
Number One Crush, the song from the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack.
Yeah. Forget about it.
She bought me my first illegal beverage in a bar. And the only thing I knew to order was martini.
And the statute of limitations is up, so no one can do anything about it.
So I have been Martini Misty since then.
And so it shall remain.
And so it shall remain, because I also actually have grown a deep love for martinis.
Well, I know very little about them because I don't. I occasionally enjoy them from time to time with our executive producer.
It's an interesting drink. There's a lot to know.
To me, it always tasted like a double shot of vodka.
See, that's why I take mine dirty.
And what does dirty mean?
So dirty means you either add vermouth or olive juice.
Okay. What does wet and dry mean?
I'm going to let you look. You had some info on that, right?
I don't. I got fun facts, but I don't know the ingredients.
A martini can be made with gin or vodka.
Okay.
I prefer vodka martinis. I don't really like gin a lot.
I would say most people like. I think people
a lot of people like gin.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of gin.
Leave a comment and tell us gin or vodka on your martini.
Yeah, gin tastes like a pine tree.
Okay.
I don't want to drink pine salt.
Does gin have a pine?
It does. It's made out of pine.
I've only had one friend that really liked gin.
Really?
Yeah, my friend Mindy. Shout out Mindy, back in North Carolina.
Minnie Monell?
Yeah. Huh. Now her last name's on the internet.
It's okay. She follows us and comments all the time.
She does.
Her name is on the internet anyways.
Dear friend. And I think of her and Bombay Gin when I think of North Carolina.
Ooh, Bombay.
The blue bottle.
We
used to kill bottles of that after work and then line them up on.
That is rough.
Remember after college when you didn't have any money for art, you just
and you just collected bottles.
You're like, look how much money I spent on my booze.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Mindy, I hope that your gin tastes have changed since then.
I'm
going to send you a bottle of something better than that.
Yeah.
Maybe some Hendrix special edition.
Ooh, Hendrix and pineapple is the drink of our old producer, Nick Pyatt.
Interesting. That's a very interesting mix.
Yeah, because it's basically gin and juice. That's why he drinks it. Not to put your business on the street, Nick, but you don't live in LA anymore, so...
Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to Food Fridays. We forgot to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Food Fridays. We're doing this thing now. On Fridays, we talk about food.
So here is a fun martini fact.
Okay.
Martinis have been traditionally known in pop culture thanks to James Bond, 007.
Okay.
His tagline is shaken, not stirred.
Yeah.
So ignore that.
Okay.
Completely ignore that and never order your drink that way.
Never order your drink shaken.
Never. Because shaking, that just means you're shaking the cocktail mixer with ice inside of it. What that does is the ice breaks into small shards of broken ice and dilutes the drink.
Yeah.
So if you want a proper drink that's not watered down, you don't do it like that. You pour the drink over.
Okay, follow-up question. Doesn't James Bond strike you as a man who can hold his liquor?
I mean, sure.
But do you think it's because he's drinking all those watered-down martinis?
I think so. I think he's been drinking watered-down martinis his entire life. And he doesn't even know what a good martini is.
Yeah.
I mean, a velvety, well-blended, good martini is
blended with a stirring device, not a shaker.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I Googled what does wet or dry mean in a martini.
Okay.
And read along, folks. A dry martini is made with dry white vermouth. A wet martini contains more vermouth. A 50-50 martini uses equal amounts of gin and vermouth. An upside down or reverse martini has more vermouth than gin or vodka. A dirty martini contains a splash of olive brine or olive juice and is typically garnished with an olive.
I take mine extra dirty, which means they put a little bit more olive juice in them. And I also have 3 olives.
Now, is adding the olive juice the equivalent to maybe having it watered down in that shaker?
No, what I prefer them to do is I prefer them to substitute the vermouth with olive juice. Vermouth has alcohol in it. So, I mean, it is making it by replacing the vermouth with olive juice obviously doesn't have alcohol in it.
Yeah.
So it's not as potent or alcohol based. But as much as I like martinis, I drink them just as quickly. So I'm still getting plenty of alcohol when I'm drinking.
Can I tell you a little fun fact about my stupid self when I was in my early 20s?
I love stupid facts about you in your early 20s.
I bought vermouth and gin, and a bottle of vermouth will last you
forever.
Yeah, especially if you make dry.
Yeah,
because a lot of people were like, "I want it so dry I can taste the desert." That's like a couple of drops, and then they rim it around and then swish it out, and sometimes they even wipe the glass.
Yeah, which is super weird to me.
It's like, what are you even doing?
Why don't you just salt it like a margarita glass at that point?
Yeah, like inhale some vermouth fumes and blow it on the glass.
Right.
I ran out of booze, so I was like, vermouth must have some booze in it.
It has a little.
Yeah. You ever taken a shot of vermouth?
Oh, no. Isaac.
Yeah, it changed my life.
Oh, not in a good way, I wouldn't think.
But back to the dirty, dirty martini. So it says
Misty's
olive brine, Misty's preference. Our executive producer, Jeremy, is also an aficionado of the martini.
Yes.
And he likes his olives stuffed with blue cheese.
I like mine stuffed with garlic occasionally.
Ooh. I
delicious.
could probably get down with that.
It's delicious.
But your boy is averse to the white condiments and such.
I do know that.
Blue cheese, crumbles of cheese are acceptable. I can eat those on a salad.
Okay.
But when it dissolves in alcohol.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
There's a little sliver of just grossness.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Which also may be why I'm not a big martini guy, because the first one I had as an adult was when I was here at Brickyard Media Group, 8 years ago or whatever. He made one for me in the office, and boy, I hated it.
Well, now you can get olives stuffed with basically anything. There's a huge variety of olive stuffings. Pretty close.
Yeah, I bet.
So we could find you something that you would like.
Okay, maybe just olives.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say pimento in the middle of an olive is a traditional olive, and that's pretty delicious.
Remember pimento loaf meat? Oh.
We were poor kids.
Man, we were. That was so good.
It was so good.
Just pimento and bread.
Yeah.
And cheese.
Yeah.
Oh. Have you had pimento cheese?
I have. I have. It's making a comeback right now, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of like very shishi, bougie grocery stores are offering it as a delicacy nowadays.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to open a restaurant.
You realize it's just like...
Yeah. That we used to have to eat this.
Right.
I want to open a restaurant where it's like egg drop ramen with cut up hot dogs for like $99.
You're just gonna call it like the college restaurant?
Yeah, but no, I want to
Poor
call
college kid.
I want to call it something smart, but like it means idiot backwards, like Evian or whatever.
Erewhon.
And then charge people ridiculous amounts of money for like the stuff that we could barely afford to eat when we were in college.
Totino's pizzas. Pizza rolls.
But they just come in the squares.
Yeah.
And like, the ramen that we talked about. Oh man, I used to live off of hot dogs and eggs for weeks.
I bet that your house smelled really good.
Because a package of ramen is 10 cents, and then a package of hot dogs is $1. So you cut up some hot dogs, put it in your ramen, and then when I found out you could just drop an egg in there and whisk it around, egg drop, hot dog ramen. Woo! But we digress from the Martini Food Fridays.
So, nobody really knows where martinis came from.
They don't?
Nope. Some claim that they were invented in a bar in MARTINI'S, California.
Oh, that makes sense.
Others suggest its name can be traced to the Italian vermouth brand. Martini and Rossi, by the way, is the Italian vermouth
You know what?
brand.
That's where my vote would go.
Still, others trace it back to bartenders in New York or San Francisco. The inventor of the martini might never be known, but we can thank Harry Craddock, the man behind the influential Savoy Cocktail Book, which I have in my bar.
Huh.
The Savoy Cocktail Book helped popularize martinis. He set down a recipe for a dry martini in the book's pages in the 1930s, and the rest is history.
Well, look at that.
So the Savoy Cocktail Book he was a bartender at the Savoy Hotel in London, and he started to write down all of his recipes and released what's the most long-standing collection of cocktail recipes in history. That's the Savoy Cocktail Book.
That is nuts. That's the wrong camera. That is nuts.
Yeah.
I would have thought that somebody named Martin would have been involved.
Well, I believe that Martini and Rossi, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Another fun fact. So after, we here at Brickyard Media Group like to have our business meetings in Las Vegas.
Yes, we do. We do enjoy that considerably.
At the end of a long day of all the festivities that can be partaken in Vegas, when one needs a little lifter-upper, one might have an espresso martini.
Oh, so
I take mine without the booze. I have a virgin espresso martini, which is
and
basically just an espresso.
I just have it just the way that that God made it to be. Espresso.
So is it one shot? Do you put sugar in it?
No.
Okay, so it's a shot of espresso.
I mean, some people put an actual like mocha or chocolate liqueur in it. And some places rim the martini glass with like a chocolate syrup.
Oh.
So it's almost, to me, they taste like an alcoholic chocolate milk. And I am not opposed to alcoholic chocolate milk, folks.
I'm looking up espresso martini recipes.
Well, while you do that, I'm
All
going
right.
to tell you, the martini has many famous fans. The royal family, Ernest Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald, E.B. White, William Churchill, Dorothy Parker. Many of these celebrities enjoyed the famous martini. And
So we're in good company.
we are in very, very good company.
Oh, what's number 7? That looks cool.
The most expensive martini, 50,000 pounds. You read that correctly. A Scottish distillery created a martini worth 50,000 pounds. It isn't covered in gold or diamonds. Simply, it comes with a holiday on the side. That means that you get to go on vacation there and they make you the martini and that pays for your vacation.
Oh, wow. What is that picture below it where you get to go? Ooh, look at that.
I don't know, but that looks so tasty.
That really does.
Dang, black olives.
Black
I have
olives.
not ever thought about that.
You know what would be fun is one black olive with 2 green olives.
Oh my
Just to offset
goodness.
it. That would be really good.
That would be really good.
Yeah.
Want to try a different kind of martini? Order yours burnt. When it comes to uncommon martini orders, this one is certainly among the most obscure. A burnt martini is one that's been doused with a touch of smoky whiskey.
Oh my God.
Boom!
I'm today years old on this flat earth of ours.
But let's go get some burnt martinis.
Oh my God. A burnt martini with, oh wow.
A touch of smoky whiskey.
My
Dang.
mouth is literally watering right now. I could definitely have a burnt martini. But I want it in a cocktail glass.
I want it in that beautiful glass that was just right
Oh,
here.
yeah,
I
that
want
one.
that.
Sipsmith of This is a fancy website.
It
you've
is. I
discovered
enjoy
right here.
it very much,
Yeah.
and I think that if I like gin, I would order gin from them because they are an actual gin company.
Right. I found the recipe for the espresso martini.
Okay,
2
tell me.
ounces of vodka, half ounce of coffee liqueur, usually
Yeah.
Kahlua.
There you
right?
go. Yeah.
1 ounce espresso, freshly brewed, or cold brew concentrate. Half ounce of simple syrup.
Simple syrup.
I've never seen it garnished with the coffee beans before.
I have.
I have not.
Yeah. I used to the lighting designer on a tour that I used to be on, and I used to very much enjoy espresso martinis together. And so days off, like we would grab dinner or whatever, and in many places we tried them. So I've seen a lot of different variations.
Yeah,
of
I've
them.
only seen them in Vegas, and when they're bringing them to you at the craps table, I don't think.
Oh
do
yeah,
the
they don't
garnish.
care.
Yeah.
They don't. Those are free, and they don't care.
Yep. But
Well,
since it's Food Friday,
that was fun.
that was fun. I'm thirsty now, very thirsty. So last Friday we had what?
We had tacos
We had
last Friday.
tacos last Friday. Boy, what a
We're gonna go, and we had hot dogs 2 days ago.
oh,
Coney dogs.
still feeling that one. But since it is Martini Friday,
We're gonna go and have some martinis.
have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Monday.